Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Jeff Grant, SBR contributor, and today we're going to provide you with the NFL pick of the week for the game between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. How you doing this morning, Jeff?
Is there any other game to go with than the Broncos and the Patriots? My goodness, this is Manning versus Brady. Of course, Brady has had the upper hand in this series, but I think there's a reason why the Broncos are laying 3 points right now in the betting market.
Yeah, man. I mean, without a doubt, this is going to be the week's best game. Manning going up against Brady, as you said. I mean, but Brady, he's definitely going to be out for revenge. Anyways, Denver Broncos are coming into this game with a 4-0 straight up and against the spread record since coming back from that bye week. Now, Jeff, considering that the Broncos are playing much better than a season ago and have improved immensely on the defensive side of the ball, would you expect them to continue their winning ways against the Patriots at Gillette Stadium?
Yeah, the Patriots are going to be revenge-minded because you got to remember they got knocked out of the AFC playoffs by the Broncos last year. But what's important about that is the fact that the Broncos were playing with revenge in that game because they blew a huge first-half lead at Gillette Stadium last season during the regular season. They were up by 21, 24 points, and then Tom Brady came back and got Peyton Manning at the end. So that's one of the key factors when handicapping this game. But yes, the Broncos are rolling, and I think they're the most complete team in the NFL.
All right, man, and the Patriots, they've also have put together a nice 4-game winning streak. The problem is that they've been hit hard by injuries all season long on both sides of the ball. Now, Jeff, considering that, do you think that Brady and the Patriots can actually continue to pile up the victories this season?
Patriots have been very fortunate in the last few games that they've faced some teams that are really downtrodden. I mean, the Bears are absolutely miserable. You look at that sideline, nobody has a smile on its face, and that starts with Jay Cutler, who really never has a smile on his face. Then you have a Thursday night game against New York Jets, hosting them after everybody's talking about Geno Smith and Michael Vick. And then, of course, they got fortunate in facing the Bengals off a bye, a team that was rolling. But then you know how the Bengals are. They underperform, and the Patriots jumped all over them. So the public is high on the Patriots as well, but these injuries are going to catch up going against the most complete team in the NFL. I think the most important injury that nobody's talking about because it's not a season-ending injury is Chandler Jones in this matchup because he is the true #1 pass rusher for New England. And what do you got to do in trying to stop these quick routes by Denver wide receivers and Peyton Manning? You got to get up the field and rush Manning, and I simply don't think the Patriots can do that.
All right, man. So last I checked, I saw that Denver was -3 in this game. So are we going to lay the points on them, or are we going to take the Patriots in this case?
And that line has not moved an inch, and I don't expect it to until right before kickoff. And really the main factor before making a play on this game for sports bettors is looking at the wind. Because right now, I've been monitoring it all week because I've been watching this game and looking to play the Broncos. But 27-mile-per-hour wind during the daytime hours. Those are gusts of 25 to 30 miles per hour. But that's early in the day. This is a 4 Eastern time kickoff. It's expected to be 15 to 20-mile-per-hour winds, which was basically what occurred in last year's regular season game at Gillette Stadium. What happened in that game, Denver was able to control the game on the ground offensively. Of course, they lost that game, but you remember, Sean Marino made his name in that game, rushing for over 200 yards. So that's the key for me. If the wind isn't so bad, I'm going to lay the points with Denver. If the wind stays in gusts of 20, 25 miles per hour, I just think this is an unplayable game because, Dax, you're looking at Tom Brady, and he's 7-1 against the spread as a home underdog. But right now, I'm going to lay the points, figuring that this wind is going to die down before kickoff.
Yeah, the thing I believe the problem might be for Peyton is that he doesn't have the strength that he used to have with his throwing arm after those surgeries that he had. So with those winds going on like you say they will, he's definitely going to struggle trying to get that ball down the line.
But his arm strength is much better this year. Well, not much better, but it's much improved than a season ago. You can definitely tell he's got more pace on the football. And also, who's going to cover these wide receivers for Denver this year? Yes, they have Darrelle Revis, but he's proven that he's not as good as he once was. And on the other side of the ball, Aqib Talib is playing great football for the Broncos.
Yep, I agree, man. I agree, Jeff. All right, my man. As always, it's a pleasure talking football with you, and I look forward to doing it again tomorrow, man.
Thank you.
No problem. And for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round. a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.